Hello, fellow crafters. I was working on a few projects for my secret Valentine. I'm doing at, actually I'm doing two of them. I'm doing one over at the Little Scrap of Heaven, and I'm doing another one at Mini Scraps. I think that's what it's called. It's a new group. I haven't, it's my first time doing something with them. But I'll put the links below for you so that you can go check them out if you're interested in joining. And anyways, I've seen on YouTube, every once in a while, I've seen someone show these little matchbook type things with stick pins in them. And I've never received one, and I wanted to give some stick pins to my secret Valentine. And I wanted to put them, display them, so that they would, just be a nice little gift for them. So I found these plastic bags. These bags are by Darcy. It's Crafter Toolbox. I bought these at my local scrapbook store. There's 80 bags. They're 3 1/8 by 4 1/8 inches. And they also have the seal on them, so you can peel it off to seal them. Let's see, I don't think they have a website on here. Let me look. No. But I'm sure you could probably find these somewhere at your scrapbook stores or maybe online somewhere. But this is what I have. This is what I've used. And I went according to the size of the bag, and this is what I came up with. And I'm going to show you how I made this. I didn't take the time to look for a tutorial, to be honest with you. I just wanted to get it done, and honestly, if I get on the computer on YouTube, I'll never get anything done. I don't know if you're like me. I'll end up sitting here watching videos, but I need to get these projects done. So this is what I created, and it's really cute, very functional. You just stick your pins in there. This one, try not to do the ums. I just finished that one. But here's one I haven't closed that I made. And it's made with a little different paper. I added a little trim. I made it shorter so that I could add the trim. And some of them are not so short. They're just a little longer. So, they're all different. And I'm going to show you how I did it. You can alter it any way you want to make it work for you, but this is what I've done and I wanted to share. So here we go. Let me put these to the side. What you're going to need is a 12 by 12 piece of paper. I took the 12 by 12 piece of paper and I cut it at 2 1/2 inches. You lay it on your scoreboard. See, make sure you can see what I'm doing. Maybe if I turn it this way. You lay it on your scoreboard, and what I did was I needed to create that peak, the little peak here. So I knew it had to be, not so big. So I kind of wanted I went, I think it's 1/4 and 1/4 and 1/4. So I went up a little bit so that I would have the bottom part of it, and I scored it at 1 1/2. Or not 1 1/2, sorry, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 3/4. I'm trying to do this at a different angle. And then at 2. So again, it's 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 3/4, and 2. And what you're going to do is you're going to fold them to get the lines creased. Fold each one. Then you're going to take it and fold the second line over, and then the third line over, and this is what you're going to get. Okay? Then what you want to do is you want to fold it over and guesstimate. I guesstimate, okay? I fold it over so that, well, this is 12 inches. So let's see, I can go ahead and measure it. At 7.5 right here is where I'm going to fold it. I'm going to measure from this end down 7.5 and then fold it. Then what you need to do is take some glue, and on the back side here you're going to put some glue here and here, and I just use quick dry adhesive. The hot glue will it always bunches up on me and leaves like a like it's almost like a pop dot underneath. Now when you push this down, you want to make sure that your peak stays up and line it up. And if for some reason your paper isn't straight, because it looks like this side here is not straight, you can lay this down and cut it off to make it straight. But I'm not going to worry about it for tutorial reasons. Okay, this is what I've gotten so far. Now, when I made this the first time, I thought, I want my flap to come from this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that off right to where I folded it. So there I have this one sheet here. Then with the piece that I took off, I'm going to score it at a quarter of an inch, which is like the second score line. Oops, I'll hold that real good. I'm going to score that and just fold it over. Then I'm going to add some glue to this little flap. And at the biggest part here, this is where I want the smaller part. I want my flap up here at the top. So I'm just going to put it on there like it's going to be. Push it up there. And just hold it tight. And then you just have a little flap here. Now you can add some lace here. Little lace, embellish it however you want. Now you can score this again. I'm going to show you another way that I discovered. It's kind of like a matchbook. You can just lay it down to the short end here and score it at, oh, let's say half an inch, and then one more score line. If you go with my measurements, like I said, you can do this without all these measurements. Now I'm going to fold this up just a little bit. And you can make it like a matchbook. Now what I've done on this to get this to stay closed is I just run a little bit of hot glue. Of course I don't have any glue in here. I'll run some hot glue just along the score line and fold it over, but I'm not going to fold it completely because I don't want the glue to spread and this whole thing to fold down. I want it to be sticking out like that. This glue's pretty hot. See if it dried. Now you have a little matchbook for you to put your pens in. But like I said, the reason why I didn't do the little fold is because I wanted to add the lace, the little trim at the bottom. So when it's in my package, this is how it looks. There's that one. Here, I can take this one out again and show you. There's this one. And then this one. Easy peasy. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Please like my videos and leave a comment. I really do appreciate them. Thanks and have a great weekend. Bye now.